Aloha, my keto friends. It is Maria, and I'm here to talk to you about protein-sparing modified fasting. I'm not on my paddleboard today. That's just because this week has been very, very crazy. Surprisingly, a lot of phone consults this week, which is fine. I love to help out everybody. Ooh, it's kind of hard sitting here. So I don't have my paddleboard out just yet, but you can be sure when we start seeing the whales, I will be getting that out, so you can experience the whales with me while we talk all things keto. So today we're going to talk about protein sparing modified fasting, and the reason is I heard someone who I know very well talking bad about protein sparing and why you should not do that. At the same time, the same person recommends long-term fasting, so fasting for many days, which I do not recommend unless you have cancer, getting rid of those bad cells. But guess what's better for getting rid of those bad cells? Exercise. So I exercise, and protein-sparing modified fast is a better way to not lose muscle mass. So when you do these long-term fasting, so fasting for longer than 24 hours, you will lose muscle mass. It has been proven. And instead of doing those long-term fasting, I've never done that. I've never recommended that. But I have done, I called them pure protein days in my old, and this was before kids, so maybe 15 years ago, I called them pure protein days. And now I guess the term is protein sparing modified fast days. This is where you turn that protein up a bit, you turn the fat dial down to about 30 grams, and guess what? Even Dr. Finney, I talked to him, 30 grams is a great way to, or not a great way, but it's a way where your gallbladder's still gonna function fine. And then you turn the carbohydrates down to as close to zero as possible. Obviously, even eggs have carbohydrates, so it's not a zero carb totally. I call my protein sparing modified fast bread a zero carb bread, but in reality there's a little bit from the eggs just because liver has some carbohydrates, scallops have carbohydrates, a little bit here and there. But if you have questions, let's have questions. I can't wait to see the whales. Have to tell you that your egg pudding, just made your egg pudding, is so amazing. Okay, guess what? I have a new protein sparing modified fast book coming out as soon as I can, and it has the egg pudding in there, and my recipe testers loved it. So if you're thinking, so how do I do protein sparing modified fast? What I said was you're going to turn the protein dial up, fat dial down, carbohydrates down, even lower than 20 grams total a day. Don't get caught up with subtracting fiber. That's you're just going to fail when you start doing that. So the proteins, you want to choose leaner proteins. And the reason why is protein has a thermic effect of food. And that's where, if you've ever gotten the meat sweats, you actually have a higher metabolic basal rate when you eat protein. Much higher than, fat is only a teeny bit. Fat can be up to 35%, protein can be up to 35% of this thermic effect of food. So when you're eating 100 calories of protein, you really only net 65 to 75 calories of that. You get that basal metabolic burn, and you're not going to lose lean mass. And the problem is, women are always doing these fat fasts or egg fasts or fat bombs. I say women because it's usually women that are losing their hair. And protein has these building blocks called amino acids. Your thyroid needs a lot of amino acids. Your hair follicles need a lot of amino acids. There's so many processes. Yes, you need essential fatty acids, but here's the thing. I'm not saying do a protein sparing modified fast every day of the week. I'm saying do it maybe once, twice, 3 times a week to really mix it up. And people have fantastic results. I'm not kidding you. Like when people try it, they're just like, Maria, I was stalled for so long. I tried adding in protein sparing modified fast day twice a week, and it works great. I have a hard time getting all my protein in because I'm so full. And that's why I never wanted to do an extended fast, where just a true water fast, because it was just too hard for me. I just didn't enjoy it. I'm an athlete, so I didn't want to do it. And so this is one way that you can speed up your results, especially during the holidays when we have some of those, cheat days in there once in a while. I'm not recommending those, but if you do, if you want to get back on track, or if the scale's creeping up with the COVID, I think it's called COVID-15, this is one way where it can just get you back on track, make you feel great again. So the reason why I wanted to do this is because it's not dangerous, and I'm not recommending doing it long term. I'm recommending doing it 2 to 3 days a week, even 1 day a week. You're going to see the benefits of it instead of doing a fast where you eat nothing. So protein sparing modified fast. I'm not seeing a lot of questions here. Oh, maybe I need to scroll a little bit more. If you do have questions, can you have the egg put it on protein sparing modified fast days? I love the pudding. No, actually, because the yolks have too much fat, all the yolks, and the coconut milk has too much fat. But I have a recipe coming for you. And if you're interested, I do have the recipe or the cookbook link below. We're doing an early Black Friday sale because you know what? Everybody needs to cheer up a little bit. And why not put it on sale now? So if you're interested, the link is below. All my ebooks are on sale. Everybody's like, Maria, you should do a kids cookbook. That was one of my first cookbooks that I put together. I think it was before I had children, just because I eat like a kid. I love kid food. Who doesn't, right? So that book is also in the link below. I'm probably gonna stick with those. Let's keep going. Let's see. Any more questions? How about for Hashimoto's? I'm already gluten-free for 10 plus years and in and off keto. So yes, I get a lot of clients who follow my directions off medication for Hashimoto's. The problem is I see too many people doing keto wrong for Hashimoto's. And in that case, you're going to want to be dairy-free. But good news, my protein sparing modified fast book is dairy-free, so you don't have to worry about that. Dairy is a more common allergen than gluten, and that's going to keep that Hashimoto's going. And increasing protein is very important for thyroid health because the thyroid screams for these amino acids. So that would be plenty fine. Let's see. Makes me sad to see how low people go in protein. I know, girl, you are so true on that. Let's see. With very, very high antibodies. Yes, that's why you would want to... I make meal plans for people with autoimmune, whether it be MS, Hashimoto's, Graves', you name it, and they do fantastic. They usually go into remission if they add in the certain supplements that I also recommend to go along with that, and they can get off medication. Let's see, 2 to 3 days in a row, or alternatively. It's what works best for you to do these protein sparing modified fast days. Some people find it easier during the week when they're busy with work. That's what was best for me and most people, because when you're busy, you're not, always hungry. When I'm at home on the weekends, it's like, sitting around watching football, snacks all around. It's a little bit harder. So if it's 2 days in a row, that would be fine. It is better to mix it up. So you're kind of tricking your body, going up and down and up and down. So what do you recommend eating? So lean proteins, a ton of different recipes in the link below in that book, the protein sparing modified fast book. So lean proteins like chicken breasts instead of a chicken thigh or chicken legs, pork chop instead of pork belly, a lean ham instead of bacon, tenderloin instead of ribeye. Let's see, egg whites instead of the whole eggs. I have a lot. See, I'm a saucy girl. I'm never going to eat a plain chicken breast, but I made my bourbon chicken into a protein sparing modified fast recipe. So man, it is so good. Because I just don't want to chew on a chicken breast, nobody does. But this would be getting rid of the side vegetables, like, if you do broccoli or cauliflower, you'd want to get rid of all of those types of vegetable carbohydrates. A lot of people's digestion gets way better on protein sparing modified fast days. Other things for eating, let's see, yes, Black Friday sale now, yay, yes, link below. Do you have a menu? How does it work? Yes, in the link below, there's a protein sparing modified fast ebook, and there's meal plans in there. There's hundreds of recipes for you that are delicious. Everybody loves my French toast porridge. So if you don't want to eat just egg whites, make the French toast porridge. It is delicious, even on non-protein sparing modified fast days. I've been doing it every second day, OMAD protein sparing modified fast days, so one meal a day, and it works. I did lose 4 pounds in a week. Way to go, Kelly, thank you. Let's see, I love all your books. Oh, you're so sweet. Yes, all for cheers up, folks. Cheering up, folks. Yes, we need to cheer up. Yes, I love to save money. Yes, me too. Is it okay to eat vegetables as long as they're within the 10 total grams on protein sparing? Yeah, I would keep it to like iceberg lettuce, mushrooms, more watery type vegetables, and see that as color, texture, flavor instead of, because like with the bourbon chicken, I still use a little garlic and onion, but that's just to add some flavor. It's not because, you don't want to chew on a whole bunch of that. Let's see. The Packers are playing. Oh my gosh, I need to get back inside. It's what, 9 a.m. here. Would you intermittent fast on a protein sparing modified fast day? Yes, most people do, because it's only about 800 calories of protein. And I know it sounds extreme, but I'm saying do this instead of extended fasting. It's going to serve you better, and you will not lose muscle mass, and you will not lose your hair. And sleep way better on doing that. I want to try protein sparing modified fast. I don't really like water fasting, me neither. I do have hypothyroidism. I'm excited to see a new book. Oh, awesome, me too. Can't wait to get it out there. How many grams of protein a day do you recommend? So here's the thing, everybody. I have a free calculator on mariamindbodyhealth.com. And in the little right-hand corner, search calculator and fill that out. If you don't know your lean mass, fill out your neck size, your waist size, and your hip size, and it will give you your lean mass on average. And it will give you your regular keto macros, and it will give you protein sparing macros. So fill that out, because everybody has a different macro, because of your lean mass would be different, right? So there you go. Craig spent so much time and money on that macro calculator. It is unbelievable. And I was like, what are you doing? But it was well worth it. We really like helping people. I plan to do it until Thanksgiving, starting tomorrow when I pick up at the grocery store. I have stalled and cheated, and I need a reset. Would you recommend doing this for 12 days for a quick? I would do a couple of regular keto days in there. I always, even way back when I wrote Keto Adapted, my first ebook, I always talk about doing a higher calorie day. And it's not a cheat day, but you add in some calories and protein and fat just to mix it up and mix up your thyroid. So that's what I would do. And then for Thanksgiving, make the protein sparing modified fast bread, which is in the carnivore ebook, I should say, and make that into stuffing. It's really good, really, really good. I have IBS and can't do anything with whey. Would this be good for it? Yes, I never recommend whey. Whey protein is too quickly absorbed into the bloodstream, and it usually causes a blood sugar spike. I only recommend it for like bodybuilders, but most people want to, cut some weight down. Whey is not recommended, and that's why I do egg white protein for the protein sparing modified fast bread. It would be very good for you. I had IBS when I was a teenager, and I never needed medication because I changed my diet so much. And that book is dairy free for a reason, my friends. Let's see, any more questions? Most other groups are totally against this woe, and swear by high fat, low protein. I know they kicked me out of their groups. I'm definitely going to give this a good chance. 3 months for sure. Well, keep us posted, Kelly. I mean, you already lost 4 pounds, so let us know. When I do protein sparing, would I count my calories? Yeah, do the macro calculator, the mariamindbodyhealth.com calculator, Marie. I'm doing this for 2 to 3 days a week. For Lyme's disease and weight loss, both? Yes. How often do you eat during the day? 2 days. The meal plans in the ebook have 2 meals a day. There are optional snacks for you that give you good ideas on how to get a protein snack without all of the fat. What if one has kidney issues and told not to eat too much protein? That has been proven to be not true. Kidney disease is, I have so many amazing testimonies from people that have, they're at very high risk with kidney disease, and they go, their kidney disease goes away within, a month, 2 months, 3 months of keto and the protein sparing modified fast days. These testimonies are amazing, and all the testimonies I've done on my presentations I did a whole kidney disease slide on just kidney disease, reversing kidney disease. It is not too much protein, okay? And this is not 300 grams of protein, people. That's not what I'm talking about. That would be, very high. This is about 110 grams of protein for someone, a female like Brenda. Let's see. How about sweetener on protein sparing modified fasting? Yes, I will use a pure stevia that doesn't have any, I have snow cones and different recipes for sweets, like the French toast porridge in the breakfast. And I use pure stevias that don't have any, like stevia in the raw, do not use that because it has maltodextrin, which sugar has a glycemic index of 52. Maltodextrin is 110. So you really have to be careful and use a pure liquid stevia. It could be a flavored stevia, but you can use those. You are hilarious. Love you, Nancy. Love your honesty. I don't want to chew on chicken breast either. Nobody does, my friends. Why is dairy not good for Hashimoto's? Because Hashimoto's is an autoimmune, and when you're eating that autoimmune food, it's not good. And that's why I have 4 dairy-free books out there. A 5th dairy-free book is almost out there. I'm going to be doing ebooks only from now on, unless I can't talk about a specific actress. But the publishers take all the money, and COVID times are tough, my friends. So ebooks are the way to go. And if you like printed books, you can print it out and put it in a 3-ring binder, and you could change the order so all your favorite recipes are in the beginning. I think it's a great way to do it and support the author too. Let's see. Can carnivores do protein sparing? Yes, they can, and many do. For the French toast porridge, I can't find the maple extract without alcohol or sugar. You could use maple stevia, which I have used. And that maple stevia is on Amazon. OMAD for hypothyroid women. What do you think? It's hard to get enough protein in one meal a day. So I would split it up. I do much better with definitely 2 meals a day. And, especially, I would do 2. Do you have a collection of Thanksgiving recipes that we can find somewhere? Yes. If you go to Maria Mind Body Health and search Thanksgiving in the search box, it's going to give you all my Thanksgiving recipes. I do have a tab on Maria Mind Body Health where you can click Thanksgiving. You can search dairy-free, you can search nut-free, all of those types of things. Protein sparing is also nut-free. Is protein sparing modified fast have better weight loss results compared to keto cleanse? Yes. I would do amazing. I would do the ketogenic cleanse, my 30-day ketogenic cleanse, and then also add in 2 days a week where you do the protein sparing, and you'll do amazing. Where can you get more details on protein sparing modified fast without the book? Your Keto Adapted site? Yes. If you go to keto-adapted.com, you can find out more information. No, that's so much protein. Ketones are after to drink. Not sure what that means. Well, with that note, I'm going to leave. And I hope that you all have a happy day. And cheer up, everybody. Mahalo.